time. These magazines wanna feature me, cause they know I'm on the rise. Get the attention, I'm on a mission. Cause ever since I flipped that switch, my power can't be denied. Oh my, 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 oh my, my, my. Call me a king, buy me a crown. Oh my, 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 oh my, my, my. I'm leveled up, and this is my world now. This is my world now. So anyone who try to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now. Get the attention, I'm on a mission. I'm there with a vision. Got a passion, making it happen. Ready for action. And this is my world now. This is my world now.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Our family started RVing a few years ago, and when I think about all those campfires and fishing trips and sporting events, these are memories that are going to last a lifetime. I want to help others do the same thing. Hi, I'm Kevin Smith, General Manager at the all-new Click It RV in Milton Freewater. People in this community are very familiar with this location and the great service they've always received. So the biggest question we get is, where is Keith? The great news is, Keith is still here.
I've seen a lot of changes. I've seen a lot of things come and go. Through all the changes that we have seen, one thing that has not changed for us is the quality of our service.
Buying an RV is a big purchase, but it should be a fun and happy experience. So whether it be in sales or service or parts, our mission is simple: be the best. From our team here at Click It RV in Milton Freewater, we invite you to come down and experience the difference.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to iRacing on LSRTV and a new era for the best virtual iRacing drivers of the Pacific Northwest. We're going to sling some dirt now every Thursday night as the best of dirt late model, super late models on dirt are ready to go with our best Pacific pavement drivers that we always highlight in the Northwest Racing Series. We welcome you to round one from Limaland Motorsports Park in the Buckeye State of Ohio. It is the Northwest Dirt Super Late Model Dirt Series here tonight. iRacing on LSRTV. I am Wesley Outland. We've got Charles Wooten alongside. Charles, this is what we love, brother. I love NASCAR. I love pavement. We love doing it. But this is truly where the excitement is in our heart for the dirt tracks are.
Not used to being it. There we go. Now the people can hear me. But yeah, you know, hopefully we get Terry back. I know having new PC issues. I do see him, so we'll pull him back up and hopefully we get him. But we did this just for tonight. There it is. It's the It All Starts Here 50, presented by, of course, ourselves, because this is our own series. So looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to not having to talk. So hopefully the new PC bugs are out, and Terry has everything sorted out, and we will find out. Terry, you got a copy?
Swinging a batter, I guess, right now. He's still working on that car. So we're watching these drivers continue on with practice. And if you're new to dirt racing, we just want to say welcome to the iRacing formula of it. And again, if you will, you see practice on Monday and Wednesday night, Charles. You see qualifying, or you'll see, you know, the drivers at least racing against the clock to put down one of their fast time laps. And then we go right into the feature. Now, for dirt racing, we can go through something called the alphabet soup, which includes hot laps, which is underway right now. Then it'll be qualifying. Qualifying will set the lineup for your heat races. Heat races will then become a consi based on car count. And then a C-main, if necessary. Last chance qualifier is what a lot of people call it. And then, Charles, then we go for the all starts here, 50 laps around the Limaland Motorsports Park.
Yeah, and tonight's a little different. This is our maiden voyage into the world of dirt racing for the Northwest, as you just mentioned. So we will be calling the race, but, you know, we always get into, like you said, the Northwest Xfinity, the Northwest Truck, and all of our other leagues, and it's like, okay, stress mode on. We got to make it perfect. Honestly, I think hopefully we get Terry's mic working and with you here. And tonight's more about just having a little bit of fun, and it looks like he has gone again. We'll pull him back when he gets a chance, but you know, it's about having fun. There is points on the line. We'll get to those later on in the season, but it's about having fun. And we've already joked to Devin West, who actually races dirt in real life, and told him that if he doesn't win, he's kicked off Team LSRTV.
Oh, wow. And by the way, throughout the night, we will be able to grab driver interviews and get the thoughts with guys during the heat races and whatnot. I will tell you, I believe we're now at about 13 cars that are here on the grounds at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Hopefully that will pick up more. And again, this is a new era for the series. This is a series that is normally based on the pavement side of the world, and now they're going into the dirt side. And they're all getting this final 90-second practice session. And almost everybody, Charles, comes out of the pit lane here at Limaland to take advantage of this racetrack. A very tight 3/8 mile track here in the Buckeye State of virtual Ohio.
Yeah, this thing is
and I've been there before. I've been to that racetrack before.
It is a very, very, very tiny track. You know, it looks pretty good out there. Unlike the real-life racing that's going on in America, I know one of your favorite things is that weather conditions, so we will, of course, throw it on the screen for you. And
there you go.
A pretty nice day here for partly cloudy.
Yeah, big thanks to Kaufman Creative for showing us the weather conditions on the bottom right. 79 degrees air temp, track temp at 83, wind speed at 4 miles an hour. Partly cloudy, sun, clouds. It's dirt track, baby! And this will be a race in the daytime. I think this track is going to rubber up very quickly as well, just like you see in the real-life world of racing, too, on the dirt in the daytime.
Yeah. Looking to see some black on the track, so you know it's going to be some good racing. It looks like that top group potentially getting a little dry, so we'll have to see. I do know, based on you know, getting this all set up behind the scenes, they are letting this carry over, and you can see right there it's getting a little dry, and they are carrying that over from practice to qualifying all the way, so they will not be reworking this track throughout the night.
Yeah, I love that, because basically sometimes you go to tracks and what they have and they don't mess with it. Then they totally changed everything and you see an entire new setup and then you see it have to be ran in again. I love the fact that they're letting it process from the hot laps into the next round, which means it'll be another 20%. You notice how the track just updated for the qualifying run, and the track conditions at the end of the practice session, aka hot laps we call in dirt racing, Charles, are now the same as they were at the end of the hot lap session. Now we get ready to go to qualifying. I love the tide ride. Here comes Dylan Huffines. Had some bad luck last night at Daytona. Hopefully he can turn things around. And I love how some of these guys are keeping their real Northwest truck or Xfinity car the same for their dirt late model, like Shelton Washington's Devin West.
Yeah, he's got that WCS sponsor on the hood, LSRTV on the back, and we'll see what kind of time he does put in. Very quick. You know, you're looking at Daytona 50 seconds, only 12.475. He will be the fastest. BJ Duvall is right behind him, but the man I want to see, that's this one, the 24 Stab now, debuting here in dirt, and, you know, we are in 4K Ultra HD, and that car looks really good.
Look at this. He's got LSRTV. He's got CRN in the back of the car in red. I like that.
Yeah, that is one nice-looking ride for sure. You know,
I might need to consider changing our logo for our 10th anniversary, maybe that color. I love it.
But we'll have to get it from him. It does look good. It looks really good in red. Our logo, it's just white, so there's no coloring to it. But definitely, looking good. And currently 12.7, a little further behind. Let's see what Sean Brightsman is sporting here tonight. And it looks like All-Stars on the hood.
Yeah, All-Star Performance on the side of the 46, the former champion. Rocket Chassis, the driver out of Puyallup, Washington, now from Tucson, Arizona. Terry Radford, we're dirt qualifying, brother, at Limaland.
For what?
Can
he still hear us? Can he hear us, Terry? Are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. So I'm on my gaming PC right now.
Okay, we hear you.
I'm trying to download my other PC to actually fucking work.
Oh, we're live, Terry.
Oh my God, brother, we're live on the air. Everybody, we apologize for the language there. I can understand that there can be frustrations in the world of technology not working, so we apologize for that. Justin Yee on track. Troy Daggett, the 99, tracks this car, is also on the speedway. So Devin West, Ryan Bloom, BJ Duvall, and it looks like of 13 drivers, Charles, Devin West will grab the first ever pole award for the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series here at Limaland tonight.
Yeah, he is definitely keeping to what we told him. We told him, you've got to win this thing or we're just kicking you off the team. So you're the real dirt guy here. He's doing that so far. And I'm not sure. I believe the limit is 10 drivers per. We were debating between 8 and 10 per heat. I believe it is set at 10. So it looks like we'll divide this up in about six drivers apiece for heat races. Run 2 heats. And that'll be it. Their schedule could be up to 5. Again, this is a maiden voyage for us.
This is a growing series.
Yeah, we don't typically do dirt, although this is at the request of I believe myself and you and just about everybody on our staff, because a lot of us do real life dirt racing.
Right.
You've got some stuff going on this weekend. I've got the Rodney Adams Memorial Race that is on Race on Texas and Flow Racing. You've got some events. So, this is what we love. Short track dirt racing, short track asphalt racing. It's our bread and butter, our heart and soul, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I mean, blessed to do things that I can with NASCAR once in a while. But, man, you go to the grassroots. You go to the short track level. It doesn't get any grassroots than this to go to these dirt tracks where it all started. Of course, I've been to Limaland before, so the way this track is made is exactly the same configuration on the iRacing simulator. So these drivers are getting ready to wrap up qualify. Charles, we got a break real quick. Get ready to go for the heat races. We want to do that?
Yeah, let's head to the break. Let's take a little.
Let's do that. We're going to take a break, everybody. More coverage from Limaland in a moment. This is the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series, iRacing, LSRTV, and yes, we are also on the Community Radio Network. We're back in a moment.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
At Click It RV, we know there's a lot of heritage and history at this location. RV sales and service has been part of this community for decades. We knew there was an incredible opportunity here, but to see where we've come in just a year is incredible. None of it would be possible without the patronage and support from this community. So whether it be a more convenient and accessible service drive, a fully stocked parts department, or this amazing sales facility, what drives this team daily is making sure our customers leave here with the best possible experience.
Welcome back to Limaland coverage on LSRTV CRN. By the way, qualifying is officially done. First time ever fast qualifier, Devin West from Shelton, Washington. The man put down a pretty good lap. Charles, I mean, he knows dirt tracks, okay? He knows dirt tracks. Henceforth, he's going to do good on the iRacing sim, I believe, for a dirt track.
Yeah, I think he'll do good. You know, the two people we're definitely looking for were coming into this, Devin West, a real-life dirt track racer, and, you know, obviously BJ Duvall, who obviously eats, sleeps, and breathes dirt on iRacing. But, you know, just based off of qualifying, and that's a one-life wonder, we won't necessarily see that in the race. But you got Ryan Bloom up there as well. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't expect to see Jeff Stadnow in the top 5 in qualifying. So
yeah, especially after his practice run.
Yeah, so good to see him up there. Cole Raz, you know, a familiar name in the asphalt side up in the top. Not sure what his experience is, but another one that right outside that top 5, Brian Barnes. You know, what a name. You know, I didn't know Brian Barnes was even interested in dirt, but hopefully this series grows more and more every race. Obviously, we missed our first one because of real-life obligations that came into the picture, but good news is I think we'll be here for the rest of the season.
So this is technically round number 2. We missed last week at Lucas Oil Speedway, right?
Yes, that is correct.
I gotcha. So Lucas Oil Speedway, who won the race last week? Do we know?
We didn't even race it. We just canceled it. We're going to put Lucas Oil later on in the season.
Okay, so technically this is still round 1.
Yes, this is technically still round 1.
This was due to
work.
What is it that the World of Outlaws say? Weather delay. Due to work-related issues, obviously, but we'll say for virtual weather delay, we had to postpone things for Lucas Oil Speedway, and then and that's the track in Wheatland, Missouri, obviously. That is an awesome track, Charles. I don't know if you've ever been there before.
I have not. I have been all over the United States, but it was not doing racing stuff when I was there. But hopefully, like I said, you know, with any luck, we'll do this full series, and we got our fingers crossed. I know we're getting to be here because it's a Thursday night, but there are a lot of real racing going on throughout the country, and a lot of it's getting rained out. So we're crossing our fingers, hoping that our Saturday doesn't get rained out, or our Friday. For my racing, I know you said your Sunday race was already canceled, so rain posing a problem here this week.
Yeah, they already pulled the plug on the flow racing coverage at Caraway for the Smart Modified Tour, and my coverage with dirt car racing is still the same for Saturday. It looks like there's weather coming in North Carolina, where I live, outside of Raleigh tonight, overnight in the morning. It's supposed to clear up in the afternoon tomorrow. And then it's supposed to be nice on Saturday, but a cold front behind it, where it's going to dip down into the 50s for highs and then 30s. And then rain coming again Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Finally, the weather will clear up for Wednesday, it looks like.
Well, definitely. You know, we hope it does clear up. And speaking of clearing, the clock cleared for qualifying, and I misspoke. I don't know. I guess they're going to clump them all together. We are running 13 cars, one heat race, and we are going straight to that 8-feature race after a warm-up. So, you know, I don't want to take your job here because I technically don't want to be in the booth. I would rather have the announcers in the booth. So that being said, Wesley, let me get over here and double duty it. We're going to push that little play button for you, and there's that lovely music you like for the start.
Is this the heat race? This is the heat race. It's not a feature, right?
We're playing it anyway. This is a maiden voyage.
Here we go on the pole for the heat race, the fast qualifier out of Shelton, Washington. Devin West representing LSRTV, representing Flow Racing, who Charles and myself work for a lot. The Hendrick Motorsports number 25. It's a throwback, by the way, to Kyle Larson's dirt late model. That is Ryan Bloom from the Idaho native. Row number 2, BJ Duval, the one-thumb winner. Show his car, the pink car, right there to the inside, the 32 from Huntington, West Virginia, that was outside. Cole Raz, of course, the driver of the number 10. Brian Barnes, series champion of the Northwest Cup Series last year. And Troy Daggett right there alongside. Also, we've got the rest of these drivers. Boy, I'll tell you, this lineup is all messed up, I don't think. I don't think it's working right. Yeah, there we go. Maybe it's updated in my life. The field's rolling. Cole Raz, Aaron Cooper, Bug Eyes. Troy Daggett will follow. Rest of the field choose Chad Malik. John Brightsman, the 46 and the 64, flip-flop them. Justin Yee, Dylan Huffines in the 6. Zach Rush in the 82. There you go. And it's a heat race, right, Charles?
Yeah,
it's a heat race, 15-lap heat race.
Yeah, 10-lap heat race. We're going to run 10-lap heat races tonight.
Okay. There we go, 10-lap heat.
So we'll be done with this heat race fairly quickly.
We hope. You
yeah.
just jinxed it, okay? You just jinxed it.
Yeah, well, I tend to do that sometimes. Usually you can't hear it when I do it, but I tend to do it quite often.
Ladies and gentlemen, the rumble of a dirt super late model, different than a truck or a cup car on pavement. We pause our voice. The field's coming to green. Hear the roar at Limaland in heat racing. Opening lap, Devin West, the leader. By the way, the confusing thing about Limaland as well, from the camera angles, even in real life, as well as on the iRacing sim, the front stretch looks like the back stretch and vice versa. We just showed the back stretch camera, now we show the front stretch camera. Aaron Cooper's up in the fence, he's in the tater patch, and we got cars spun around. There's a caution. We got Troy Daggett upside down. We've got Sean Brightsman spun. And there's the yellow flag.
Replay on screen.
Well, we got 3 laps in before all calamity broke loose. Let's see what happened to the 99, the Traxxas machine of Troy Daggett. Aaron Cooper, Bug Eyes, was a part of that accident as well. And look at this. Cooper up in the wall. Daggett, Brightsman, oh man, Stab now just missed him. Barnes and Yee were right up under each other's back, if you will, the fuel cell. And there you see the end result of what just happened between Sean Brightsman, the Tide Ride. I like that car, by the way, Charles.
Definitely, I like it. And I want to be full disclosure here. 90% of these have probably never done a lot of dirt racing, so they're doing a fantastic job. Considering, the front two have done probably a lot of dirt racing, but the rest of the field, they may do it for a little bit of fun, leisure. They've never had a series based around it, so
right.
Definitely, I think we'll have some growing pains. We'll get to grow with them and just go on this adventure. Looking forward to what we get to experience here for this new series.
And we'll try this again as the green flag flies here. 7 to go in the only heat race of the night. Duval up in the fence. They're 3 and 4 wide behind him. Checking up behind is Cole Raz. Raz now gets up on the binders of the inside. Here comes Cooper there, and he got contact with Malik. Malik puts up in the fence to 10 of Raz. Stab now battles alongside him. And this all goes wrong for Barnes in the corner. Caution out in turn 2.
And, we typically would go to a replay, but we literally watched that one unfold there live, so no need for the replay. But these guys are going to put on a show. Definitely looking forward to seeing how it goes. But, we really haven't had any just, crazy. It's just beating and banging out there. These guys take anything they do serious.
That's right. By the way, this track is in Aleta, Ohio. Limaland Motorsports Park, right in the Amish country, if you will, of the Buckeye State, Charles. Yes.
Well, it's a good thing. Don't the Amish? They're the ones that don't have electricity and stuff, right? They have they do everything by hand.
Yeah. They're the ones that are a different breed of American people for sure. Yes.
You know, sometimes I'm not going to lie. You know, it would be nice to just wake up and not have a cell phone or a computer. And, you know, then again, I mean, that would be nice just to unwind for a little bit. But then you wake up and you're like, okay, what are my friends doing? And you got to walk 5 miles to their house. That's no fun. You know, I don't know if I could do that, but, you know, the interesting way is it's like the green flag is out. My bad. Didn't even realize we were there.
By the way, our heat race is presented by the fine folks at Virginia 811. Call before you dig. We're going to have heat race number 2 presented by Kaufman Creative, but I don't think we're going to have one now, as it is now 4 laps to go, 3 remaining. Who's going to make that Click It RV A main feature for the first time here tonight at Limaland? Look at this battle now. Huff finds Dilly on the dirt of the lead, getting around West. Here comes Duval. 3 cars in a heat race going out into the back straightaway. Into turn number 3, white flag. Dylan Huff finds the Tide Ride. Trying to get it done one more time around here at Limaland. Duval on the bottom. West, the pole car. Look at the crossover. Can't get there. Dylan Huff finds is going to win the first ever Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series heat race for this era.
That is quite amazing. You know, I really thought we were going to see something from BJ Duval and Devin West. We did. They're up in the top 3. But maybe a little outshined by Dylan Huffines. I hope we get to talk to him in the top 3, because I want to know what kind of dirt experience he has, you know, going into this. And actually, we have a minute. If you want to run down there and see if he can, if he wants to come up here, we can take a chat with him during this warm-up.
And that's Dylan Huffines, by the way, the winner of heat race number 1. Of course, Will Duval, Devin West, the top 3. We'll try to grab Dylan Huffines, of course, the man that we call Dilly. Of course, Jason and Terry's pick last night for Daytona and the Northwest Fixed Setup Click It RV Xfinity Series event. But Dylan, do you have experience on the dirt that we didn't know about? Heat race winner.
I mean, I grew up racing quarter midgets on dirt, and I actually work at a dirt motorsports shop in Kansas City right now, so got a little bit. We're getting there.
There you go, Charles. That might answer some of your questions there.
That did it. I was down talking to him earlier, and I didn't ask any of these questions. I probably should have, but hey, again, I'm not an announcer. I'm not used to asking all these questions. So, Dylan, like I said, you won your heat. You beat obviously West and BJ Duval. You think you got the car to beat them here in this feature race for 50 laps?
I mean, I really don't know. 50 laps is a lot of laps for me to be leading, but we'll see. I mean, the car feels really good at the bottom. I haven't really ran it on the top too much. That's where everyone else seems to be going, so I'm just going to go where they're not, and hopefully it works out.
Dylan, what do you think of the Northwest compadres putting together this exciting Dirt Super Late Model Series?
I think it's awesome. I mean, I've been wanting to run in a dirt league for a while now. I just haven't had the chance to get into one, but this is definitely a great way for us to get started into this. I think we're going to get a lot of new people.
Definitely a good one. And before we let you go, I will confirm, Wesley, that I did talk to him about if he wins this thing, and most people have a chicken dinner. He confirmed that he was going to have a burrito dinner.
Okay.
So,
I like that. Burrito, chicken, all that. Yeah.
Yep, got my burrito from Taco Bell ready.
Well, there
Can
you
you
have
say
it.
all that?
Dylan, we'll let you go. And Wesley, we'll let you say the final famous words here before we let him go.
Well, before I do let you go, man, thank your sponsors, for sure.
I don't really have any sponsor for this one, but I just want to thank the Racing Series guys for putting this one on. It's been a lot of fun so far.
There you go. I'm digging that Tide Ride, by the way. Very sharp orange car.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
There's Dylan Huffines, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the first ever heat race. And he made my job easier. He went back to his own communication box without me having to play
Actually, that was
to figure out where to put him at. Or thank you, Charles. Yes, thank you. Like you said, you're not an announcer. You're a producer. So, yeah, I was trying to manually move him. So,
hey, I figured it out.
Hey, Terry, what's up, man?
I don't know what I did to figure this out, but like a genius. Sorry about the language, by the way. I didn't know we were that kind of.
Yeah, if I get in trouble with the FCC, I'm sending you the bill.
Yeah, it's on That's on me, boys.
I will say this. Well, we don't condone the language, the sentiments, because I've said those few words a few times when electronics won't work. So.
Well, here's the crazy part about this. So I buy a brand new PC, the HP laptop, so I can put it up here and carry it with me, you know, every now and again when I go do something. And I'll be darned if it didn't do what it was supposed to do. I've got a Wave XLR into it, and well, it doesn't want to work. So,
gotcha.
Fantastic.
Well, what have you thought so far, keeping up at least with what you've done with these heat races and whatnot here at Limaland for practice and qualifying?
I unfortunately have not watched.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure out how to download external apps.
If there's any inclination, your pick from last night at Daytona, along with Jason, won the heat race.
Oh, very good. I do need a VMix call if I'm calling this race, this new PC thing.
Hey, you can hear the back ends. It should be the same one as last night, but I can get it to you real quick.
Yeah, if you go to Messenger where we communicate with each other, yeah, that's what it was.
I unfortunately am on the brand new one, so I don't have anything on this. There it is. Yay.
Did you get you a new computer, Terry?
I did.
Gotcha.
You didn't build it?
No.
Got him some new toys to play with, Terry, Charles.
Yes, and that's how new toys goes. You either love them or hate them, and sometimes
you
both
had a
at the
headache
same
the
time.
other day. Yeah, the other day you had a headache. Yeah, good times. So I get it, believe me.
Yes,
well, I tell you one thing, Terry, the clock's about to strike zero, man. You made it just in time for the first ever A-Main feature.
And just in time, he means I get to shut up and let y'all two go at it now. So, yeah, it's a maiden voyage. We get to have some fun with this one.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, strap in, hold on tight. We're ready to go now for the 50-lap A-Main feature here. You saw what they did in 10 laps. Knock on another 40 on the dirt at Limaland. Front row, Dylan Huffines is on the pole. In the number 6, here's the starting lineup on the grid. This is your Click It RV A-Main feature. Dylan Huffines to the pole. Of the Northwest to the outside, BJ Duvall. Devin West from Shelton, Washington, making up row number 1. Row number 2, along with Ryan Bloom. Row 3 on the grid, we'll see Aaron Cooper and Chad Malik. BJ, those are your first 3 rows there. Terry Radford as we roll with 13.
Hey, you got Zach Rush and Cole Raz back there in row 4. Brian Barnes and Justin Yee rounds out the top 10. Your final 3 starters, Jeff Stabnell, Sean Breitzman. You got Troy Daggett back here as well.
13 drivers ready to go here. Couple of preliminary laps before they do take green. This racetrack just shy at 3/8 of a mile. They have continued with the same configuration of the dirt racing surface from practice hot laps to qualifying to the heat race. I got a feeling because it's daytime conditions, Terry Radford, by the time we wave the checkered flag, this track will black out. It'll black it out. It'll rubber up. I know these are new terminologies that some of the Northwest fans might not be referred to before, but all this is going to take place. Green flag in the air. We're underway at Limaland. History for the first A-Main feature for the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series.
Yeah, 50 laps around here seems like nothing really, as we'll get around here pretty quick. With 13 drivers, battle for the lead is Huffines and Dylan Duvall fighting up there for that top spot, 3 wide behind him. This is what racing's about right here.
This is truly what it's all about, grassroots at its finest. As Malik battles now with the driver of Justin Stabnow, Jeff Stabnow. Watching these guys go at it. Malik, Rush, all in this pick. Here comes now Raz. Raz with company on the outside. Ryan Bloom, Aaron Cooper. All these guys fighting it out as they go to 3.
Yeah, continuously fighting out. You hear beating and banging in the background. People slapping the wall, slapping each other. You take a look a little further up as the 99 of Troy Daggett with the caution flag coming out. He was to the outside of Jeff Stabnow.
There is a yellow flag out over to the speedway. We'll find out what happened here. give you a replay. The Click It RV A main feature, built in Freewater location. And here is a look of why we're under the yellow flag. Brian Barnes spun out a couple of times, and I think that was finally the end result, if you will. Unless we saw something else happen with the 99 of Troy Daggett. I got a feeling, though, Terry, it was the 4 car. Last year's Northwest Cup Series champion, Brian Barnes.
Yeah, I don't, not 100% sure what the issue was. Just looked like there was a little bit behind, and then the 46 goes around, and then the 4 goes around as well. That 46 really was tail happy there. It gets in the corner and don't look like he didn't enjoy that too much, and then goes into turns 3 and 4. Maybe he caught the wall somewhere. He got up in the top. Then he caught Jeff Stepdown.
Oh!
He caught the 24.
And Justin Yee also was around as we go back to the green flag on the restart here. Caution laps do not count, by the way, in the dirt racing feature. And here comes a couple of dirt drivers going at it. Shelton Washington driver, number 5, Devin West, and the Huntington, West Virginia native on the outside. Will Duvall, the W colors of the 32. The One Thumb Wonder battles for the lead as we go back under caution again. This time, I think it's Jeff Stabnow. 24, Jeff Stabnow, maybe some others putting us under the yellow flag here.
Take a look at the replay on this instant. 24 is down there at the bottom catfishing, trying to find some grip, trying to find a little bit there. And, tight quarters racing.
Yep.
Yeah, he just lost it. Just couldn't find it.
And Chad Mallett gave him a lift off there. Terry, what do you think of these late models? They are so bad to the bone, aren't they? Look at these cars, man.
Yeah, it's about time the Northwest did this.
I've said this for sure. And again, if the car counts are not what people expect, obviously we had, 40 cars last night for Xfinity, 43 trucks, and for the most part for 10 seasons, they've run a pavement deal. This is the first time. Charles, am I right? As we go to the restart, first time ever on dirt for the Northwest Series. Other than some fun stuff along the way. Terry, we're back to green.
Yeah, we're back green flag race, and I'm trying to figure out why I have an echo in my ear for a second. This is 3 wide for the race lead. Duvall to the outside, West to the bottom. Huffines looking to retake that top spot in that Tide machine, but he's got Cole Raz all over the back bumper. Now to the outside as the battle for the lead heats up off the 4.
Like the Grinch. Hello, how are you?
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, that's it. And Devin West, the Duvall right now, 1 and 2. We're going the way around the racetrack, trying to put 10 laps to the board. 50 laps the distance in this Click It RV main feature for the first time ever for the Northwest Dirt late model supercars. And we got a caution on the racetrack again. This time, I think it's Malik that might have put us under yellow. The 08, we'll find out. Maybe Sean Brightsman. He's been having some bad luck here in the 46. Here's the deal, Terry. We got guys that are normally just dominate on the pavement side of the Northwest. Champions, winners. They're struggling on the dirt. There it is. There's your caution,
Well,
Chad Mallett.
I ain't no better. I think I figured out where it was. Is that now the 08 and the 4 got each other, but this echo is going to kill me here. I already can't hear out of one ear. It's 100% sure if I want to lose hearing in the other.
Do you have your VMix muted, Charles? Do you have VMix muted on his end? Is that causing the? I wonder what's causing the echo. Terry says he's echoing. There's Mallett going around. Look at that.
Yeah. I'm hearing me.
Twice. That's on you, brother.
It's a me problem. I just got to figure out what I did.
It ain't nothing but a me thing, baby.
It's this wonderful thing.
Back to green, Limaland. Whole shot, look at Ryan Bloom. Oh, Cooper goes around and he got some penny for your thoughts with a punt.
Yeah, you got to have a little fun out here, I guess.
That was, by the way, Cole Rass with the assist to where Cooper had already lost it. There's bug eyes, if you will, there, Terry.
Yeah, that 71 machine. He looked really good last night in the truck series, but just necessarily didn't get going. believe this is the, oh, he just lost it. Just sailed it in there, lost the back end, wasn't able to get it to turn. But what a good cause he's running on that 71 machine of the Mission 22. Very good veteran organization out there.
Under caution yet again. As again, this feature rolls on. Caution laps do not count, by the way. Remember that. We're 10 laps in. 10 laps in of 50. This is your Click It RV A main feature. Thanks again also, by the way, to Kaufman Creative. Let's take a look at the single file now. The call has been made. Virginia 811, call before you dig. So far in the A main, 4 cautions, 2 lead changes, and we are back to green.
Get that green flag racing. We go single file here, and I figured out the echo. I found it. Don't you worry your pretty heads. I might be a crazy redneck with a pair of boots on, but I fix computers every now and again. As the 6 goes below, it's 3 wide on the bottom. Now 4 wide, make it Cole Raz wanting to get involved in this. Contact's made here.
Oh, wow. Raz on the inside. Here comes the guy that's normally a dominator in the pavement world. We got a caution. Oh, we got one other lid on the back straightaway. You just saw a glimpse of it. Somebody's upside down.
It's
Here's your
normally
replay.
me on these dirt tracks.
Troy Daggett, 99. Is that Barnes again? Barnes?
Nah, I think that might have been. Barnes caught the wall. He's definitely not liking this.
Oh, there you go. See, that's
Troy
what I saw
Daggett,
right
the
there,
99
Daggett.
machine, flipping on his lid.
Yep. Yeah, it's like a little stunt show there for a second. Pirouetting with 3 wheels. Gotta love dirt super late models, Terry, man. I mean, look, I've done a lot of, you know, we do pavement, but you know, I love dirt track racing. I love modifieds. I love sprint cars. I love dirt super late models, pro late models. It doesn't matter. And I mean, I really think give this series a chance. Build your driving ability, reality or virtual, Terry, and I think you could definitely see big numbers with this program.
Oh yeah, I mean absolutely. This will be the one series that really takes off across the board. I mean, once you get it established and you put a lot of drivers out here in it, you might be able to find some dirt guys that want to come over here from the Race on Texas side of things that have the sim. There's a lot of possibilities that are endless here, and between the two of us, I mean, you know a lot of dirt track drivers that practice on the sim. You know, potentially have them come over here and race in the Northwest Series. I mean, there's dirt tracks across the country that just need some love.
And right now, it is Devin West, a driver that knows dirt track racing very well, out in front here at Limaland. We're live on the Community Radio Network as well as on iRacing on LSRTV. And we have another caution flag here as a look, Terry, at what happened to put us under the 6 yellow. And there you see it, the champion of the Cup Series, Brian Barnes. Jeff Stabnow giving us a little bit of a scare there.
Yeah, Ford just has not figured out that, Jeff turns him, and then more carnage comes out of this. There's a lot going on to unpack here in this afternoon. Limaland's one of the funnest tracks to race here, but you have to let this track come in. You talked about it to start it. I was kind of listening in and out when I could hear you but couldn't hear you. You want this place to get very slick. You want a slickness here so you can actually hang that right rear out, let it touch the wall, get up there, cool those tires down all the way up against the wall, gets the tacky. You don't necessarily want to catfish this place just as much as you would an Eldora.
Yeah, you want to try to find a way to not stay to the bottom, and that's what I love about Limaland. I've been here in real life to this racetrack for a dirt super late model series event during Ohio Buckeye Speed Week, and it's just a racy place. And I think this is awesome that they decided to use this as round number 1 or 2 for the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series. Of course, Lucas Oil Speedway, I know that race got postponed, not canceled. Okay, everybody that are tuning in, learn the difference between cancellation and postponement. We postponed last Thursday's race, Terry. It will be added onto the schedule later on in the year. But Lucas Oil Speedway is a fun half-mile dirt track as well.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where this series takes off to with the schedule that was created for it. There's a lot of fun racetracks on here, but you see how quick laps are fading away. Even just turning one lap at a time, we're already on lap 16 of 50. We got a long way to go, but we're starting to thin the herd a little bit here.
Thinning the herd, exactly right. And we're seeing drivers work their way to the bottom. They're working the top. Look at that track rubbering up, Charles. You know, that's what we talked about. Me and Charles did, Terry, when we came on the air, about the track being rubbered up as we moved into the process of the A main feature. And as we're about 20 laps in, 10 to halfway, you can start to see it rubber up in the entrance of the exit of the corners of the straightaways and going into the corners. But then it's kind of the same right now as we go to green. Yeah,
back to green flag racing as Devin West takes this lead. He catches the inside there, catches those tires, but Duvall's doing a good job up there on the outside. They stuck that 6 Huffines all the way down to the bottom. He's side by side between him and Cole Rath in P3 position.
Making that move off the corner, that's going to be the driver of Devin West, Dylan Huffines, the heat race winner, by the way, falling back to 4th. What's the deal here? You think he's just kind of riding and driving right now, and of course he's staying to the inside, but I don't know if that works as you stay off board with the tide ride. Oh my goodness, he doesn't have a lot of view.
There ain't a whole lot up there to that outside unless he's running triple screens. You're not really going to see what's to the outside and what's to the wall, but he's losing a ton of time as now he starts to venture back up the racetrack. He's starting to run the middle lane. There's contact behind him between Rush and Bloom. Bloom had a good shot to win last night. Just didn't get it. He just come up a little short.
All of this working their way back into the corner. It's still going to be the man out in front. There's Rush now. Rush and the driver of the number 25, Ryan Bloom. Ryan Bloom driving the Flow Racing throwback of Kyle Larson, Young Money, and the Dirt Super Late Model Series. And right now there's the 82 of Zach Rush being run down by Bloom again. All this going on now as we are approaching halfway. Rush, boy, did you see him jerk the car to the bottom of the racetrack. Looks like Bloom's got something working on the top shelf. Back to turn 1.
Yeah, the more steering wheel input you put in these things, the slower you go. It just slows you up. As Ryan Bloom's starting to figure things out. He goes to the bottom for the slider, goes up the wall, caution flag comes out, and puts that 82 machine up there in front as it looks like maybe Troy Daggett again.
Zach Rush and Bloom, phenomenal battle as Terry reiterated on, and there's Daggett, the 99 Traxxas machine. And Terry, here we go again, as we told you. We got winners of the Northwest. We got the drivers that were top dogs in Speed Week at Daytona for the trucks and Xfinity now having problems here on the dirt. They're just trying to adjust,
Well, I mean, I'm not much of a dirt guy myself. I think dirt's made for paving. It's not meant for racing. Farming
you're about
or
to
paving.
make me mad.
I'm a pavement guy.
Racing started on the dirt. NASCAR started on the dirt.
On the sand, my beautiful friend.
No, dirt tracks before
kidding.
sandy beaches.
I like a good dirt race. These Northwest guys always put on a phenomenal show.
Are you just trying to poke the bear? Is that what you're trying to do, Terry?
I'm trying to get our producer to unmute and come up here and give me some grief.
Duvall outside. Here comes now West going at it. By the way, Will Duvall, if he wins this race, by the way, oh, we got to stack up. Barnes, Malik involved in an accident again. If Will Duvall, BJ Duvall, wins this race, by the way, Terry Radford, it would be his first career ever Northwest Racing Series sanctioned win. Had to do it on the dirt, but a win's a win, though, right?
I think he might be the one who put that in the works. Hey, we can do that.
Now we're under caution now, and we'll try to reset this and go again here. So, coming up on halfway. Terry, what's your first thoughts of the first half of the race here so far at Limaland?
It's been very interesting so far, other than my slip up with the F word and small technical difficulties with buying a computer from Walmart. It's been pretty good.
all is forgiven as we get ready to send them back to green now. Duval, pink machine, Dubby car on the outside. Here comes Raz. Razzle dazzle, west of the bottom. Huffines, Rush trying to get to the top 5. We're halfway, 25 in, 25 to go at Limaland.
We keep this thing green. It'll be a stretch, but you'll see a lot of racing as I lied to myself. Caution's back out. Duval takes the lead, holds the lead, and he was pulling away. Oh, there's a car on their lid. Is that Brightsman?
Caution out. I think it's Sean Brightsman. Oh, yeah, I think you got it. There's both cars. They look the same, the tide rides. One is Justin Yee in 64. The other one is the All-Star 46. Oh, he slams in the stab now. And then Barnes turns Brightsman, and then he flips. Wow. Good call, Terry.
It looked right. As you see right here, trying to kick up some dirt there, trying to put the power down, see what he could do here on this restart on the bottom lane. As he's going to have the 5 of Devin West to the outside. I think if we stay green, I think that 32 is going to pull away here.
Yeah, Duval looks really, really strong, man. Got a strong run. Of course, this is the guy that knows the dirt, okay? He knows dirt racing. He's ran sprint cars. He's ran in the World of Outlaw iRacing late model series before. Oh, actually, I almost was a contender to win the championship. And he feels that iRacing's kind of got a monkey on his back, if you will, and maybe if he wins this race, he'll realize Big Brother's not after him. We're back underway.
There's a really good crossover he pulled right there on the 5 machine of West. West was able to get the slider, but then Duval quickly jumped down, was able to take that low lane, take the shortest distance around this track, slide up right back in front of the 5. Now we're still side by side for first and second.
Listen to the power. Devin West on the inside, catfishing on the bottom of the top shelf, riding the tater patch. Is going to the driver Duval. Duval up on the outside lane. More of that groove begins to come to fruition. Here comes now the help of Huffines. Bloom, all these drivers trying to get back into the battle. They're door to door here. They work off the back straightaway. 20 laps to go here at Limaland out of 4.
32 gets to the outside here in 1 and 2. Going to 3 and 4 right here, all the way up against the wall, riding as high as he can, putting that right rear on the wall. He takes the race lead again, put 19 laps to go. I said if we can keep this green flag, I think we can single file it out. There's the 32 on board with him. They're going to catch that lap traffic here soon, Wesley. That's going to be a big challenge for these drivers.
Yeah, about the next 5 laps, I think they'll start running down back marker cars. I believe that'll be Sean Brightsman. As all the while, here comes Duval, the man leading the way. There's the man on the second spot. That's Devin West. He'll ride the top shelf of the racetrack up at the cushion of the tater patch. There you see the marbles beginning to fly. The track starting to rubber up more and more. It breaks apart and it starts to come to character. Up the outside lane, it is Duval the leader. West in second, Brass third. Huffines, Bloom, they're back to 1.
We're looking right here at that 5 machine catching the wall ever so slightly. Just kind of rode it just a little bit. That's okay here in these dirt cars. You can do whatever you want to do. You can catch that wall. Just can't catch it too hard. You want to kiss it just a little bit. You want that outside to swipe it like you see right there. It helps you turn, build some character in the rear. It's the 5 of Devin West trying to track down that leader who's now pulled a second gap on him with 14 laps to go.
And by the way, shout out to Devin West for putting CRN on the car as well as LSRTV. And they made it red, by the way, Terry. I'm digging that red. Whenever we go into the 10th anniversary of the Community Radio Network, I might change my logo that color.
I mean, we did make red shirts, by the way. We still have the only editions of the LSRTV CRN shirt.
Fox Sports Radio as well.
That's right. We're the only ones who own those.
That's right. Duval is the leader. Longest green flag run of the race, by the way, as we approach 12 to go. Oh, my God.
Way to go, Wesley.
We're at the top of the hour after midnight. Aaron Cooper goes around. Along with Rush. Here we go. Here's a replay. What in the world? There's Rush. Cooper. Did he return the favor? Yep, there he goes. Yep. Oh! Yeah, turned around. You spin me right round, baby. Top of the hour at midnight Eastern time. We'll pause for 10 seconds of radio identification. The Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series on the Community Radio Network. iRacing on LSRTV from Limaland continues.
Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
Welcome back to Limaland. Terry Radford, Wesley Outlet here with you. The gremlins are gone. The bugs are loose. It's these exciting super late model missiles at Limaland, Terry. And we're back to green with a 12-lap shootout.
Yeah, we'll come to the green. 12 laps to go. Now 11. They're still fighting back here pretty hard. Cooper and Rush aren't really playing around with each other. I'm kind of curious to see if the officials step in there and just say, hey, chill out back there as battle for the lead heats up. Here's Duval and West fighting it out. This will be West's only option and only chance to win as we get a short green flag run.
10 laps to go now in the single digits, down 9 remaining. Look at this battle between Devin West and BJ Duval. Will Duval banging the boards, if you will, going off into the corner and not being denied. Duval clears by West again, and I think West is going to change up his line with 8 to go.
Yeah, West is going to have to do a lot as they come to 7 laps to go. They cross that stripe. If you're the 5 machine, you just got to kind of start ripping the bottom. Start figuring out how to send it in the corner just a little bit harder than the 32 with Duval. Duval's just running that outside lane, just trying to keep consistent momentum up there, not do anything crazy, not jump out of line, not catch that wall, but he's pulling away.
Duval again slamming the right rear panel up against the fencing. Going will do the same thing as West. 5, now make it 4 laps to go when they flash under the flag stand. This time by going to turn number 3 on the backstretch, now coming to 4. And the laps are winding down. It's all Duval looking to make history to be the first winner of the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series, and Terry, his first career Northwest Racing Series victory to join the fraternity of brothers.
Yeah, I think he might have been the only one in this field, maybe other than West, that was like, hey, let's put this thing on dirt. Let's go throw them around here. Just take a look back here. And, Huck finds it around. And
no caution. No caution.
No caution.
There it is.
Well, caution's out. Green, white, checkered.
Oh, wow. Dylan Huffines got burnt last night, Terry. And then he gets burnt here tonight on the dirt at Limaland.
Yeah, got burnt really quick there. And unfortunately for him, well, fortunately, I guess, is there wasn't a whole lot of people on the lead lap. So he kind of has a right to do whatever here.
Should be a quick yellow, man. I'm telling you, should be a quick caution. There'll be a green, white checker now. We move into overtime here. A shootout for the Click It RV A main feature. Let's take a look at the Virginia 811 call before you dig. Race analysis one more time. Look at this, 12 cautions in the A main. Does it feel like that, Terry?
Oh yeah, I mean it's midnight. It's not as late as what we normally see with the Northwest guys, so it doesn't feel too crazy.
And the lights are going to go off on the pace truck this time by. I'll tell you what, bring the field to the green, Terry. You take them all the way to the white. We'll find out who's going to win this thing here at Limaland, buddy.
Yeah, let's do it. I'll keep the expletives in the back pocket here for this one as the pace truck turns down onto the dirt. Green flag's back in the air. There goes Duval West to the outside. He's going to try to peek up there. This was the 5's only shot in this race, side by side for a second. Coming through turns 3 and 4, they're going to see the white flag. Duval win his first race contact, 1 to go.
Final time into the corner into turn number 2. He jumped the cushion. Here comes the ball on the inside. Contact made. Raz, can he get to him? Duval outside. West inside. West. Duval at the line. Devin West will win the first ever Northwest Super Late Model Dirt event over Duval. by 0.85 seconds at the line. Holy cow, Terry Radford, we've seen some photo finishes this week in the Northwest Opener.
Well, I think that's one way to lose a race. A caution that potentially should not have came out for an incident that maybe shouldn't have happened. And the 32 of Duval loses his shot at winning on an incredible slide job.
Had the slider, made everything work there at the end and got it done. Hey, by the way, hello to Alex Robinson. Alex Robinson will be the co-voice with yours truly with the Dirt Car Racing Modified Mafia Tour. We'll work the national events together for Dirt Vision or Flow Racing Network. And then, of course, I'll handle the Southern Tour. He'll handle the Northern Tour. And thank you for jumping in and joining us on the chat box. And everyone else for watching, again, hit that subscribe button, hit LSRTV. And here is the results from Limaland. Devin West is the winner. BJ Duval is second. It's Terry sad heartbreak there for Duval, man. He just one way or another. I don't think it's an iRacing conspiracy, though, this time, Duval. Cole Raz will finish third. Ryan Bloom fourth. Dylan Huffines is fifth. Aaron Cooper, Bug Eyes, if you will, Terry, will finish in sixth after a pretty wild race for him.
Yeah, Zach Rush back there in seventh with Sean Breitzman, Jeff Stabnell, and Brian Barnes back there, multiple laps down. Final three on the field, Chad Malik, Troy Daggett, and Justin Yee rounds out the 13-car field here at Limaland.
So coming up will be our post-race wrap-up. Everybody stick with us. We will be back with the drivers, of course, when it's all said and done. Devin West getting around Duval to pick up the win. And, of course, Cole Raz on the podium for the first ever race for the Northwest Racing Series, Super Late Model Dirt Series. We are back in a moment from Limaland. Post-race wrap-up presented by the Press Box Motorsports Podcast when we return. This is iRacing on LSRTV and CRN, the Community Radio Network. It's time for the Press Box Motorsports Podcast. Of course, follow iRacing on LSRTV on Facebook and YouTube for everything from the world of virtual and reality motorsports talk with Charles Wooten, Brockton Packard, and a host of plethora of guests who he'll have bi-weekly. Of course, check it out. Again, I'm Wesley Outland, Terry Radford alongside, and we have, of course, Charles Wooten manning the buttons, jumping in a time or two, and we've officially reached the finish line of the first ever dirt race for the Northwest Racing Series, Dirt Racing Series Super Late Models. Devin West winning the number 5. We'll grab a word with him in a moment, but first let's go to the third place man. Driver that runs really good on the pavement. He's done well in the Northwest, runs in the Spears SRL Southwest Tour in the West Coast as well. Cole Raz, do you have any dirt experience that we didn't know about, friend? Third place.
I mean, not really. I feel like the most I have is a few fun races on here, but I help out a good buddy. He runs an IMCA modified in Arizona and California, so you know, I have experience from a tire guy standpoint, but never from in the seat. So you know, I always enjoy coming out here and try and learn from the dirt guys themselves.
Terry.
Oh, yeah. Everything just went black on me there. But congratulations on your finish here. It's what's it feel like to finally put these things on dirt?
I mean, it was a lot of fun. I feel like, I've always struggled with these cars. The front end geometry and everything within the front end, and it's just so reactive to any kind of input. So, there's a lot more for me to learn with these cars, and obviously just how much the racetrack changes throughout a 10, 15 lap run. So, I enjoyed my time. Being able to rip the boards like that, that's kind of my favorite part of it. Even though I banged my noggin about 2,000 times there the last 10 laps. So, I enjoyed it, and really appreciate everybody that put this on.
I got to ask you, Cole, do you think we can spread the news, man, and get some of our Northwest guys that run the pavement to at least try the dirt one time, build up the car count?
Yeah, I think so for sure. I mean, just trying to get the word out there even more. I know everybody's schedules is a little different. I don't even know how many of these I'll be able to make, starting next week. So, I think with how much fun it was here tonight, I think it can get the car count up. It just kind of depends for each person, but I definitely hope it can grow, and I don't see any reason why it should.
And obviously, speaking of real life, thank your sponsors as well on your ride tonight. And where are you racing at next?
We're racing Tucson Speedway April 15th with the Spears SRL Southwest Tour Series. So excited to get back down with them. I got a lot of work to do after the Chili Willy. Got a little tore up, but big thank you to the Master Ranch, Wells Johnson, McGonigal Race Engines, Ernest Performance, Magnus Race Products, and everybody that helps us out on the real side of things. It's a lot of fun to come out here and talk to you boys and pass it along to the rest of the boys.
There you go. That's the man, of course, of Mr. Cole Rass, getting third place on the podium here tonight. Will Duvall, BJ Duvall, Huntington, West Virginia, number 32, the One Thumb Wonder. I thought I was going to call your first ever Northwest feature win, and it was going to be on dirt. But again, you fall short. But you had fun tonight at Limaland.
Oh, I had an absolute blast, and I'm glad to see Devin get up there and win it. He deserved it. He earned it. I'd made way too many mistakes in that race. I got a little too antsy, and I knew coming in that the Wests and Ryan Bloom were probably going to be my toughest competition, and it proved to be true. And I had one of the most fun races I've had in a long time out there running with Devin.
You had a good time doing it, and I made the joke in the comment here on the broadcast that I think you might have been the only one other than the race winner that was like, yeah, man, let's throw these things on dirt. What could go wrong? But how much influence did you have coming out here to put yourself on the dirt side of this thing, and to potentially you almost put your name as the first winner of it?
Well, I all but begged for it, to be honest with you. I don't get to race a whole lot. I spend a lot of time in the admin booth. I spend a lot of time behind the scenes on broadcasts and helping make cameras and stuff like that. Paints and pretty much everything, you name it, on iRacing, and I do it. And one of my free days to race is Thursdays, and so I reached out to Cody and Jeff, and they obliged. They thought it was a great idea. They thought it'd be fun to put on a dirt race, and well, here we are. We're out here putting on a dirt league and having an absolute blast doing it.
Got to ask you this question: what does it take, obviously, BJ, to go from what you have as a pavement program, and now you're going to try to make it dirt? And with your experience in the iRacing dirt promoting world, what's it going to take to make this be the premier dirt series of the Pacific Northwest, like the pavement guys are?
Time and consistency. You gotta have your consistent schedule, which we have. It's something that's gonna take time, especially being club specific. I'll be honest with you, I race dirt inside and out, and I'm one of the only ones that sees the Northwest Club name, or sees the Northwest Club tag to his name in the race lobby. So it's not real common to see people from the Northwest racing. So it's gonna take some time and like I said, consistency to just push and get people in.
Sponsors, buddy.
Yeah, I got to shout out, first and foremost, I got to shout out LSRTV and the Northwest Racing Series. Yeah, they're always behind me, always encouraging me, always backing me. So I got to thank everybody there, Jeff Stabnow, Sean Bryceman, Cody Wooten, all you guys here in the booth. You guys do a phenomenal job, and absolutely love being over here with you guys. I got to thank Ultimate Dirt TV, World of Thunder, W Energy. Use code OutlawB32, get 10% off everything on the website w.gg, and yeah, I think that just about covers it. Appreciate everybody over at Team Outlaw Motorsports for their support, and got to thank AJ for being in my ear tonight.
There you go. There's the thoughts again of the driver of Mr. BJ, or Will Duvall, whatever you want to call him. I got himself a runner-up finish again. The driver, of course, with this series, and the man that's really had a lot of backing to get this thing here, no doubt about it. We appreciate him taking his time again to be a part of it. Again, when it's all said and done, he will finish second. Victory Lane from Shelton, Washington. A driver that really runs in dirt racing all across the Pacific Northwest during the season. The Washington State native goes to Victory Lane. You've seen him in Victory Lane. Only fitting that he's won on dirt at Bristol in the trucks and the Cup. Devin West, you now make the first feature winner of the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series as well at Limaland. Congratulations, Five.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's pretty cool to be the first winner. I knew BJ was going to be tough, and I got to be honest with you, man, he had me beat for, 49 of those laps. I mean, I told him on my caution I was going to throw that slider, just to warn him, but I didn't think it was actually going to work. And, yeah, I fortunately jumped the cushion there in that last lap. Gave me an opportunity, and, yeah, I mean, gifted it to me a little bit. But either way, you go out and win the very first race in Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series is pretty sweet. Feels pretty good. I feel like you said, I feel like I had a little pressure to go do that, being the only dirt guy for the most part in the series. And yeah, it just feels good to finally be on dirt in this series. You know, hopefully we can get more guys from the payment side to come over here, but I also hope maybe we can, you know, invite more people from just Northwest Club in general to be introduced to our LSRTV run series. So yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah, so speaking of that, of potentially getting people to come in and recognize what the Northwest Series is doing, from moving up or moving down from the Cup side to the Xfinity side, and also still having the truck program, but extending out to run some dirt races. How do you potentially grow this? Do you go out and yell it from the rooftop and say, hey, come do this? You know, in this region, dirt racing is not 100%, you know, prominent across the land per se, but is it what's the best way we could look at approach to get drivers to come in here and race?
Well, obviously being, you know, running dirt in real life, I know a lot of guys that run, you know, IMCA mods and sprints, that kind of stuff, that are on iRacing and from Northwest Club. And you know, this kind of series really hasn't existed in Northwest, right? We have the Cup cars or the B cars or the truck, and you know, those leagues pull in how many cars per week, right? But those dirt guys just don't show up. They don't run iRacing because there is really no platform for them. And so hopefully, you know, BJ can keep this going, and even there's only like 10 cars like tonight or even less in coming weeks, just keep pushing it, you know, keep advertising it. And hopefully, like I said, hopefully those payment guys are willing to put the practice in, because it's going to take a lot of practice. You can't just show up to these things and drive around the track. Hopefully they come over, and hopefully maybe I can reach out to some guys in real life and grow some exposure for this.
Final question, segue this to your sponsors as well, Devin West. With your real experience on the dirt, what BJ's done in real life with dirt as well, would you say, like, not as a disadvantage, but you've got a one-up on guys that are strapping into these new dirt super late model virtual cars and do not know how to handle them, do not know how it is in real life, much less on the virtual sim, and that reality of the racing world gives you that advantage in sim tonight?
Oh, it definitely makes a difference. Like, I mean, you heard Cole talk about the front end geometry and how sensitive it is and how different it reacts to your inputs to a pavement car, right? And these things, I mean, are getting up on the left rear, pushing it down, creating grip in ways that a pavement car just can't even fathom. And so, and I know how those things work, right? I have a lot of experience. I know how to get myself out of situations if the car settles down or doesn't do what I want to do. And at the end of the day, I mean, that's really what limits mistakes and allows me to run consistent 50 laps, right? I'm like Jeff and some of the guys in the back, like Ryan and Cole, they can put in fast lap times, but they get in sticky situation where the car doesn't quite get corner right, or taps the wall a little bit, and it can be hard to get that thing to react how you want it to. So it's a huge advantage. But as far as sponsors go, obviously LSRTV, you guys are best in the business, hands down. CRN, Jeff, and Warrior Wraps hooked us, the entire SRTV team up with some incredible wraps this year. And obviously WCS, Washer Supply, Motorsports Distributing, and Effective Web Solutions.
The first ever winner of the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series is the driver out of Shelton, Washington, the number 5 of Devin West. Before we go, our producer, the man behind iRacing on LSRTV, Charles Wooten, has got a special interview as well.
It's kind of hard to give my thoughts. I think right now I feel like that scene in Days of Thunder where Harry comes and tells Cole to go out and hit the pace car so it can be perfect. I think I hit everything out there tonight. It's humbling to come out here tonight and run this. But no, it's awesome. You know, dirt is something I've wanted to do for a long time. You know, and to get out here and just run and have fun and try to get better. You know, BJ and Devin are coaching me up every time there's a caution. You know, this is a great series. We're going to get better. You know, we might grow it faster if we park that 24 car out there as a menace. But you know, this it's pretty awesome, right? It's a fun series. I think it's great that you and BJ are putting the work into doing this, and you know, I think it's just going to get bigger, and you know, over time it's going to get more serious and more competitive. And you know, Wes knows, or Devin knows a lot of, like you said, a lot of real life racers in the Northwest on iRacing. So I would imagine we'll probably get more, you know, top end talent out here pretty soon, and you know, the rest of us, maybe we can get it together and not have a caution every 5 laps. But I think it was awesome. I had a blast out here tonight.
Well, there you go. And I'm going to toss it back to Georgia's Terry Radford. Terry, your final thoughts of the inaugural Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series event here at Limaland.
It was interesting. I mean, it was definitely a challenge for a lot of drivers. We heard them in their post-race interview talk about how it was a little bit more slick to get out there, trying to get more drivers to come in. Limaland is just a fun, weird spot to put yourself in these late models. So I think this is going to be a fun season and a fun time to watch. I really can't wait to see what this does and how this grows. But I think next week's going to be a little bit better.
Yeah, as always, you can follow the Northwest Racing Series on Facebook, of course. Follow the information for not only the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series on Thursday night, but of course with round 1 tonight complete to go on to the next race next week. We've also got Atlanta Motor Speedway coming up for the Northwest Truck Series presented by Click It RV on Monday night, and of course also the Northwest Click It RV Fixed Setup Series, Xfinity cars on Wednesday as well. And of course, you can follow us at always at LSRTV, at CRN Sports on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and all of our social media platforms, as well as at iRacing. Congratulations to Devin West, winner here tonight at Limaland. So for Jeff Stabnow, Charles Wooten, everybody at Rocket Racing Media, and iRacing on LSRTV and CRN. For Terry Radford, I'm Wesley Outland of the Northwest. Congratulations, Devin West, winner of round 1 of a new era for the Pacific Northwest Super Late Models on Dirt. Good night from the iRacing world.